Also es wurde ja gesagt, es gibt wenige Ladescreens, aber wenn man sich das jetzt so anschaut, ähm, ist ja eigentlich das Ding hier ein Ladescreen sozusagen. So, was ist das?
Inaccurate match.
Okay, der nicht. Dann wird es wahrscheinlich die letzte Person sein, die hier hinten irgendwo steht. Da hinten.
Negative match.
Okay. Ich kriege mal schon, was hier hinten ist. Ah, okay, hier ist der... Ist das der Kern? Ist der Kern? Hier sollen wir auch hin, aber das machen wir dann später erst. Oh, und das ist meine Kabine.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Okay, das scheint die Pathfinder-Wohnung zu sein.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
So, Archivsystem. Wenn ich gerade mal hier bin, schau
What's on
mal.
here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Allgemeine Logs. Abreise aus der Mitte. Asari-Archäologin. Dr. Jahre Sony.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Liara Tassoni, huh? She studied the Protheans. When my team used to dig up artifacts, we'd debate her work. She had some pretty controversial theories, as I recall. Never gained much traction.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Nachricht 1 von Dr. Sony.
Hello, Alec.
Ah,
This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
das ist sehr nett, dass hier so ein paar Nachrichten von Liara zu finden sind.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Andere Themen. Letzter Eintrag.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Scott. Dr. Tapero says he'll be fine, but he's my son. How can I not worry? I hate to leave him like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Okay. Abreise aus der Milchstraße.
Day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Andere Logs. Verschlüsselte Logs 1.
That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time.
Versuch's einfach mal wahrscheinlich.
That log is inaccessible at this time.
Der Text verändert sich noch nicht mal.
That log is inaccessible at this time.
Ja, abmelden. Gut, Audioausschnitt.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Okay. Noch weiter Audioausschnitt.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilizations spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
Okay. Ah! Das ist wie Normandy SR2. Das ist die aber von... Moment. Das ist die Normandy, die von Cerberus gebaut wurde.
When studying an extinct race, it is important that our preconceptions and current knowledge not color the facts. We must look to the evidence itself. The Protheans constructed the Citadel and an incredible network of mass effect relays. This speaks to a culture of the highest order. Such a monumental achievement surely must come from an enlightened race that was in harmony with its people, free of conflict and strife. Without the ability to study a living example, however, this can never be determined with 100% accuracy.
Ist das hier eine Holo-Pflanze? Sieht nämlich stark danach aus. Wobei der... Ja, jetzt sieht der schon ein bisschen durchsichtig aus. Interessante Holo-Pflanze. Gut, da haben wir auch ein bisschen Jahre-Hintergrundwissen bekommen.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Das denke ich nicht.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Ich sympathiere mit ihnen, aber ja, es macht natürlich schon Sinn, dass man halt wütend ist, wenn man geliebte Personen verliert, aber es rechtfertigt halt nicht so Sabotageakte.
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Das entscheide nicht ich.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Okay. Lebensfähigkeitspunkte. Gut, das sind die, das sind Punkte, um den Ausbau der Nexus voranzutreiben. Mal schauen, was es hier so im Atrium noch so alles gibt. Kann ich da hinten durch die Tür? Konnte ich gerade über das Ding klettern. Haha. Auf jeden Fall eine gute Aussicht nach oben. Und dann auch schon die erste Nebenquest hier auf der Nexus abgeschlossen. Zielfernrohr. Ah, ich glaube, ich brauche erstmal die Tempest, um Ausrüstung austauschen zu können. So, Kryostasis. Kommandozentrale. Ich hätte vielleicht auch erstmal eine Quest auswählen sollen. Schauen wir. Heleuse Aufgaben, Nexus. Ja, dafür müssen wir auf den Planeten runter. Auf der Hyperion mit Sam sprechen. Das heißt, wir gerade direkt wieder zurückfahren. Aha. Ich krieg mal mit Cora. Hallo.
Hey there. You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Wer von ihnen war Addison? Ihre Reaktion ist verständlich. Ja.
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Ja gut, dann gehen wir mal zur Kryostasis. Krystation. Weil der wird wahrscheinlich immer noch sein. Ja, jetzt ist ja eigentlich alles geregelt, dass wir Pathfinder sind. Und jetzt wäre eigentlich eine Möglichkeit, um meinen Bruder aus der Kryostasis rauszuholen. Das ist die Geisel, die hier ist. Macht es Sinn, dass die Geisel hier so nah an der Nexus ist?
I'll make it right, Dash. I promise.
Nigel McCoy.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
Ihr Verlust tut mir aufrichtig leid.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Okay. Fischer.
Looks like the muscle was bruised.
Ah.
The good news is the bone didn't break.
I'm sure the bastards were getting around to it.
Das war der Typ, mit dem wir auf...
Glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the Kett. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Es wird besser werden.
I'm sure there are decent aliens here in Andromeda too. We just have to find them.
Well, I heard you're Pathfinder now. Sooner you figure out where they're hiding, the better.
Will do. Chin up.
Ja, das war der Typ gewesen, den wir auf Habitat 7 mitgenommen haben, der, glaube ich, das Bein gebrochen hat. War das der? Ich überlege gerade mal. Ich glaube schon. Dr. Teil.
Good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
Wie ist er gestorben?
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how. That's the only part that matters. I've met one Pathfinder. Well, two with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now I just need to make sure your brother here pulls through.
Zustand meines Bruders?
How's Scott doing?
His condition stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so he's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How did this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment, coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham!
Circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another writer.
Ja, auf Wiedersehen.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Scott, I'll let you know.
Ach, das war auch der Doktor gewesen, der eigentlich auf die Dings mit wollte, auf Habitat 7. Greer?
Greer, how you feeling?
Grateful. If you and Liam hadn't found me in that cave, God knows what those aliens would have done.
We couldn't leave a man behind.
Yeah, your father, and Kirkland.
Wir werden sie vermissen.
We'll never forget their sacrifice. It's a brave thing, risking your life for the greater good.
Yeah, just seems unfair. We barely got here. I'm sorry I'm not out there with you, but Kirkland was a friend, and I'm not cut out for this anymore.
Understood. Habitat 7 was a nasty wake-up call. You take care, Greer.
You too. Thanks again.
Hier die Heiß.
Ryder,
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Ah,
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
das war die Frau gewesen, die die Kommunikation wieder aufrecht gestellt hat, als die Landungsschiffe uns angegriffen haben. Da hinten sind immer noch ein paar Kryokapseln. Und das war's auch schon mit den Informationen, die wir hier kriegen. Und wieder im Tunnel. Ja, persönlich hätte ich es besser gefunden, hätten sie auch... Okay. Persönlich hätte ich es besser gefunden, hätten sie hier mit den Trams und so weiter auch ein richtiges Netzwerk erstellt. Aber es hätte alles Zeit in Anspruch genommen, zwischen den Terminals reisen. Aber, wow. Boah. Reden wir mal mit dem Sam-Kern. Auch toll ist, dass hier einzelne Wegpunkte angezeigt werden. Also nicht nur ein finaler Wegpunkt, sondern auch, wie man zu dem finalen Wegpunkt hinkommt. Was er eben gerade auch gesehen hat.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Was soll diese Heimlichtuerei?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat.
Ah, okay.
Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Die Profile, das ist das, wo ich zwischen verschiedenen Spezialisierungen auswählen kann. Wenn ich beispielsweise jetzt eine Frontkämpfer-Spezialisierung habe oder halt eine Techniker-Spezialisierung oder halt eine Soldatenspezialisierung. Das sind dann so Sachen, die ich dann im Kampf direkt wechseln kann. Geheimnisse führen zu Paranoia.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious, like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship, benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Wow, trotzdem habe ich... Die beiden Sachen finde ich nicht so toll. Wow, und trotzdem habe man fängt es zur Welt. Trotzdem habe ich das Sagen.
But the human's still in charge, right?
Of course, I was never intended to supplant the Pathfinder. only to support and enhance your abilities.
Good to hear. So what's the plan?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Genau, das sind die Profile. Jetzt habe ich hier Frontkämpferprofil und kann hier zwischen den verschiedenen Profilen aussuchen. Das sind einmal die 6 Profile, die wir aus den Vorgängern kennen. Halt Soldat, der hauptsächlich Waffen verwendet. Techniker, der hauptsächlich Technik verwendet. Dann Experte, ein Adept sozusagen, der halt biotische Fähigkeiten verwendet. Ein Wächter ist eine Kombination aus Techniker und Experte. Frontkämpfer eine Mischung aus Soldatenexperte und Infiltrator eine Mischung aus Soldat und Techniker. Und der Entdecker ist einer, der neu dazugekommen ist, der alles machen kann. Und Frontkämpfer ist eigentlich meine bevorzugte Variante, deswegen werde ich den auch erstmal... So, dann kann ich den auch als Favoriten auswählen. Aktuelle Auswahl speichern. Zurück. Dann mache ich mal einen Entdecker, Favoriten. Mache ich den mal hier unten hin. Zurück. Infiltrator. Mache ich auch mal Favoriten. Machen wir mal hier hin. Das werde ich dann im Laufe der Zeit noch ein bisschen ändern. Und Soldat. Favoriten, machen wir den dahin. Zurück. So. Zurück.